Thundergrunt.
The following program may contain adult or offensive language, excessive drinking, extra lives, heavy nostalgia, dragons, and general dipshittery. Listener discretion is advised.
Holy shit. And welcome to MAGCast episode 31. My name is Big Adam, and I'm going to host these lovable bunch of stupid bastards. Hey, I love these guys. They're all my besties, and we're going to have a good time tonight. To my left is a man who really needs no introduction, especially in the Pokemon world, because he is a gym leader. He fights for justice.
Proper physical education.
His name is Orville.
More specifically, the Phantom Badge, which is my Ghost Gym badge that you can earn in the East Coast Pokemon League. Hello. This is interesting. I got introduced first.
Whoa. Oh, yeah.
That's because there's a new format in the
you
studio.
Always get introduced first. It goes him, you,
We're
me,
actually in order.
Mike,
We're just sitting in
Ryan.
different places.
That's true. I didn't
Adam usurped your seat next to me
He
on
did.
the couch
I
here.
have to see the time on the
Oh,
screen.
yeah, sure.
Although we're going clockwise now, and so we usually go counterclockwise.
No one else can,
We've already
can look
started,
at the
though.
time?
No, I'm not saying it's a problem. I'm just saying we're in the same order, but the opposite
124,
direction.
125, 126. Just saying.
I hate you. Everything's wrong. Sitting next to Orvie and across from me
Not really.
is currently my least favorite human being on the planet.
Well, Mike's not
Justin.
here, so...
That giant, redheaded, lovable son of a bitch himself, Mr. Huey Hanzo.
Hi,
What's
guys.
up, buddy?
Oh, man, everything's great. I've slept a very small amount this weekend so far.
We will get into that because I am in the same boat.
let's not talk about that.
Yeah, it's pretty boring.
Next to him, what? We love Diablo. Sitting next to him is MAGCast very own technical producer himself, Mr. Ryan. I tried to hang a 400-inch television on drywall, and the drywall cracked, so I had to settle for a 90-inch television Meyer.
About 0% of that is factual, but something like that.
That
Yeah.
doesn't deal in
was
facts.
something like
Adam deals in hyperbole.
Yeah.
And
that
that's
is
just...
that is very hyperbolic, but yes,
It is
it's
pretty
true.
close. It's pretty close.
I tried to hang a large TV. I ended up hanging a smaller TV instead.
Yeah.
due to weight issues.
He definitely...
It didn't
Ryan,
actually.
Ryan has too many awesome TVs in his house for his wall to actually handle.
Also,
Okay.
I didn't try to hang it on drywall. It's screwed into the studs. Don't worry.
Okay, so you want to go
Studs.
factual size. Okay, so you went from what, a 90 or 80?
I think it's like 70, 75.
Oh, that's all? Down to a what,
like
55? Oh, man. Just that's a rough life.
I know. It's tough.
Goddamn. Anyway, let's talk about the event that we all just got home from.
The Destiny
What, Rita's?
raid.
It was pretty
The
awesome.
Destiny raid. We tried to take down Horton. No. Let's talk about MAGClassic, guys. I am a MAGFest fanboy, and I will be forever and ever and ever, and I had a fucking amazing time. Mike's not here to shit on everything.
I'm very
man.
disappointed by that, and I think we should officially knock Mike off the host list of MAGCast, and I'm willing to take
My
his place.
God.
He's putting it out straight.
If
That-
you would like to never hear Mike TV on another episode of MAGCast, shoot us an email at podcast@magfest.org.
That's going to get either a lot of, like, fuck yeah, he never shows up anyway, or you guys are dicks. Make him show up on the show.
All right, exactly. We want to know what our fans want to hear.
There is a third option. We could get no reply.
Or we could, yeah, we
That
could
is
be
the-
completely
That
shafted.
is the third and most likely
that's
option.
actually the first option.
We do have fan mail for this episode.
I don't even believe that.
We do.
I do.
Yeah, it's pretty good too.
They're real popular,
I've read
or
it. I've read it. No, we're gonna get to that.
among
Wait,
the elderly. And the
do
incontinent.
you guys want to just go right into fan mail, or do you want to save that for the end?
No, we
Sit
can't go into fan mail because we don't have a big closer. Unfortunately, this year, Huey and I did not stumble across an amazing love letter.
That's
Good.
true.
Necko ears, son.
Just a moment for Neko ears. Thank you very much. That
In
was
case,
incredible.
In case you didn't catch that, the moment, if you rewind, you can actually hear the ears quiver during that moment.
Yeah, you're gonna need to know that. Also,
This
That
is
is
a
a
throwback to
throwback.
I hope
last
you
year's.
and whoever, I don't remember who the guy's name was. I hope you guys met each other and you're having very strange looking children.
The
You think-
intended.
Yeah.
The
You-
intended.
Do you think they've already spawned offspring at this
I
point?
mean,
It's possible.
I'm hoping.
If they
what's
met
the gestation
that,
for
if
a
they
cat?
met that night, like if he read the note and put it down, and like they met that night,
I thought he was just
They-
going to
they
leave
might
it
have
there.
the-
Like if he read the note and,
and put it down.
that night.
I thought you were like talking like them throwing,
no, I mean,
Throwing bones, you know?
I'm also getting at that. That's also
when you're
what I'm
talking
saying.
about cats, you don't want to say "put it down."
right.
That's not. That's not a euphemism they
Man,
enjoy.
that got real dark.
It's a euthanasianism.
oh,
Jesus.
It's okay. We
Christ.
killed my roommate's dog last week. It's fine.
Oh.
okay. MAGCast, we're famous.
But I liked Brownie a whole lot.
I did.
Everybody
too.
liked
Brownie was
Brownie,
a good
man.
dog.
He's a good dog.
Damn.
That's a
This
moment
one,
of
goes,
silence
this one
for
goes
Brownie.
out to Brownie.
That's kind of
Yeah.
bumming. Yeah, this episode is officially dedicated to Brownie the dog. He was an awesome dog.
He was.
He was.
And before
He was
he
all
had a fucking softball-sized tumor on his hip, he was quite more
That
energetic
wasn't
than he
even
was.
what killed him. I don't think.
No, that was one of the
It
things.
was beauty killed the beast.
I'll tell you what. From what I understand, Diane, she took him out like a champ. She made chicken for him and let it.
Oh
fed him
yeah, no, we
treats,
were
and
giving him all the goods.
He was hamming it up for a day or two, so that's really cool. Anyway,
That's cool.
let's get past the sets. Let's get into MAGClassic, man. We had a fucking blast.
All
right, let's- let's-
to dog deaths.
Dog deaths
Back to MAGClassic.
Don't worry, there's more death to come.
Yep.
Huey, where would you rate MAGClassic 1 to 10? Don't give me that 11
In,
bullshit.
in comparison to, I'm not going to do that. All right, look.
In comparison to Mag
To Mag
Prime.
8.5.
Oh, we'll go 8.5.
Well,
Because
no,
this is a
give it a 1 to 10 and then compare it.
Okay, I'm going to give it a 9. 8.5 was a 10.
Oh my.
Okay.
8.5 was just. It was so new, and everybody had such a blast. Everything was just like
Well,
ridiculous.
hold on. It was new to him
Well,
because
Well, no. It was new.
he started at the Gaylord.
It's totally different from what MAGFest was at that time.
Well, yeah.
So then it's a new experience
New to
for
you.
people who had not. So it was a big. I enjoyed that.
Okay.
This is only a slight step down. Actually, I'm gonna give it a 9.5. Very very minor slight step down. Just because.
So you're giving
What's-
a
what-
10 to
what-
8.5 and a classic to 9.5? Okay.
This is confusing. This is why we're taking the numbers out of MAGCast.
Yeah.
All right, so what was worth knocking that 0.5 off of your MAGClassic experience?
Well, it's not necessarily anything that was like worse. Okay, I'll tell you exactly what was worse.
oh man.
No drunken wheat
It's not that
hats.
there was anything that was
I-
wrong. I'll tell you exactly what it was, though.
Oh yeah, okay. Originally it wasn't. Now I'm gonna knock it back down to 9
Oh.
from 9.5
Oh.
because of this. Originally it got a 0.5 knocked off simply because it's not the original, and I don't feel like you can go back exactly the same.
So,
Okay.
so are you saying if you go to KFC, extra crispy is worse because it's not the original?
Yeah,
I can
talk to
stand
me.
by that.
that's half. What are you at? Don't even answer. Okay, so
I'm so confused by this logic. but
Anyway.
okay,
Keep
continue.
it rolling, Hugh.
the biggest problem with MAGFest or MAGClassic, sorry, was the fact that I was unlucky enough to have the shitty bed.
Ooh.
And the shitty bed was riddled with problems. There's so many problems of being
Riddled with problems?
riddled. It's creaky. It's uncomfortable. My feet hang off the edge. It looks like a nightmare.
Now,
and
Huey.
on top of that,
It didn't look like a nightmare.
you didn't sleep at night. I did. I know what it looks like.
No,
at
but
night.
that-
it became alive. It was
So what we're referring
Also-
to,
also-
let us
hold
set
on.
the scene real
It
quick.
was in this centralized location where
Okay, that
everybody
was butts.
just glomped.
Yeah, that was butts.
To set the scene, what happened was that the MAGCast crew and buds and ladies all got a suite, which was actually 3 rooms combined into one suite room. And there were 3 sleeping situations. There was the master bedroom, which had a king-size bed,
Yeah.
has its own bath. Then there was the other sleeping room, which had 2 queens.
Standard hotel room, 2 queen
Yeah,
beds.
yeah, standard hotel room, 2 queens, and then the final bed, because we needed 4 beds, we had 4 people or 4 groups of people that needed to be sleeping. The final bed was a pull-out sofa bed. Now, when we first arrived, Adam immediately calls the king. Ryan,
As I do.
Ryan has the option to pool that the room is in his name. He could call the king if he wanted to.
He could have.
That would have been a
I
baller move,
immediately
man. I would have
just-
given it to you.
I actually did for about 10 seconds. I was like, nope, room's on my card. Everybody here can just F off. But
And then I
did
call
that.
bullshit on Adam because Adam always gets what he wants, and I at least want him to work for it. So we all come to the conclusion to draw straws.
Yep.
So we all come to the conclusion to draw straws. And Adam,
Well, draw coffee
And
stirrers.
then we couldn't find straws, but we had 2 coffee stirrers.
So Ryan says, I'm immediately out of the running. I'm going to cede my claim to the king size to get one of the 2 queens. I'll be happy with one of the queens. That's fine. So one of the queens is taken. We now have a dire situation where we have 3 people and 3 largely varying sleeping
I'm having
situations.
flashbacks. This is the worst moment of my entire weekend.
So in my confident usual self, I choose to pick first, and I'll be honest. I touched the short straw, and I felt it wiggle, and I immediately moved to the next straw. And Ryan could easily have called me on
I
it.
didn't do that.
I actually didn't notice.
No, because I touched it, and you were like, that's the one you want? And I was like, no, I want this one.
Well, I didn't know I didn't know you knew anything. I thought I was just
It
confirming
felt
which one you
short.
wanted. Okay.
I don't know. Well, when they're...
Felt
No,
short.
well, when they're all lined up next
that
to
a
each
thing?
other...
Rigged.
Hey,
They,
man.
they have different amounts of wiggle. That's actually why in between the after
No, he
Orby picked,
readjusted.
I readjusted just because you could see them wiggling in my hand.
Right.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
truly acute observer, however, would have noted the color of the 2 sticks was different, and you could have known which one got snapped and which one didn't.
I could have done that, but I was going for honesty.
No, that's fine.
As
I'm
he
playing the
death
game
stares
to
But yeah, I
win.
mean, this
for,
is
Orvie.
you were playing against Orvie. You should
Yeah.
have known.
So what happened? I ended up with the middle-sized stick. I took the queen bed.
At least he didn't use it to just
Adam
win.
then had the next pick, but he was already so defeated in his mind that he refused to take a draw.
I wouldn't
He
take
was
a draw.
going to just
I
take,
let Huey decide my fate.
and Huey, unfortunately,
Huey accepted.
Huey should
We're
have-
not debating the luck of the draw.
The
I
luck of the
lost.
draw.
I'm just pissed about it.
I'm just telling you, Huey, as we just discussed, the luck of the draw had nothing to do with it. This was a skill-based game, and I'm sorry.
Next year,
But
I'm
you
removing
lost.
all skill from this, and it will be complete fortune. I'm going to invent something.
Huey, all you have to do
No.
is be the one that puts the room on your card. Ryan just went out. You're already losing the game next year.
No, I'm not.
You haven't put the room on your card yet.
But I cannot
Well, no,
get
no,
the bad
no,
bed.
We agreed that
Oh,
the
that's
rule is
right.
whoever gets the crappy bed one year.
I'm already
going to
win next year. I don't give a fuck.
At least the second tier
Yeah.
bed.
Right,
The
that's
next
true.
year.
Arguably, we can just do a different type of suite next year and void all of this. But
That is-
anyways,
that is also
Huey,
true.
continue.
If we book a suite earlier, we won't
Now
have
we've
this problem.
established where Huey's
Most of
at.
the suites.
Huey, with the shortest straw, got the most terrible of beds. And not only is it the worst bed, but as Adam mentioned, it is the center room. If you've ever been in hotel rooms that are connected, they have the door on the side walls. Huey's room on both sides has doors so that either side of the suite, including even further down, which was also connected, Mr. John Mazzetta's room,
Yep.
all had access to Huey's bedroom.
There was a 4-room hallway. You never had to leave the room set.
This is also the first time that Huey has had the honor of staying with his lady.
It's true. So that made it all the better, guys. And on top of that, my room was the only one that did not have a bathroom in it. There's a bathroom in all 3 other rooms.
Yeah.
But not mine. But I had great access to the microwave.
And you had easy access to at least one bedroom or bathroom.
We
left our door
bathroom-
open.
That's true. You
Except
guys,
for
you guys were legit. I didn't want to wander through Panama.
Let me just be clear too that your first MAGFest, you slept in a closet.
That is
So this
true.
is still an upgrade.
So, yeah, you've been moving
But
up
it's
in
a
the world.
downgrade
and
from
up
MAGFest
until
8.5.
And up until this last year,
Yeah.
I have spent pretty much every MAGFest on the floor in some sort of sleeping situation, sleeping bag, air mattress, something like that. So in my mind, a mattress above the ground is glorious.
Classic. Classic's a different story. 8.5, we all got beds.
Well,
because
that was
8.5,
we all got
they were
rooms.
giving hotel rooms out like fucking candy.
I know.
But yes,
was
so
pretty good.
so that was the saga of
I'll
the
sleep
bed.
wherever at a MAGFest Prime event. But at a
The
classic,
It's okay.
I get a little fancy.
Now we know. Now we know
Feeling a
Huey's
little
stance
privileged,
on-
are
He's
we?
got higher
Yeah.
standards.
So beyond that though, everything was great.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Half a point for not being the original, half a point for the sleeping sitch.
Yeah.
Beyond that,
Everything else is
was
perfectly
great.
fine.
Okay.
In fact,
Right. Oh
it
wait,
was
we were
enjoyable.
scoring these. That's how we got on this tangent. I
Yeah,
totally
how,
forgot.
how do you feel, Ryan?
Oh, man.
You give it a 1 through 10 and then
All right,
compare
no,
it to
I'm,
class.
I know. I'm thinking on my 1 through 10. I think I'm gonna give it an 8.
Oh, an 8.
And I
Really?
think I would give 8.5 a 9. Because I always
Okay.
like to leave a little room because you never know. Like
I agree
you
with
don't
that.
want to waste the 10
Right.
on anything short of actual perfection. So I mean,
Okay.
9 is pretty good. 8.5 was a blast. Classic was a lot of fun. I mean, I think there was There was some downtime, which could have been more going on, but it's all in all, it was a blast. I mean, the show from that mysterious masked band of banditos on Saturday night was a shit show.
Where'd that mummy come from?
Great.
That guy was weird as shit.
The Mummy Squad was pretty fantastic.
Mummy Crew with a K?
Mummy Crew with a K. That's what it was. All in all,
that's for me.
It was a lot of fun. We had some spontaneous rock band events.
Ooh, that was
a lot of
Thursday
fun.
night rock band.
Thursday night rock band was
Before everything
great.
was set up, man, we had a good time. That was a lot of fun.
It's always funny how I won't play rock band for 8 months, and then I'll play rock band, and I'm like, holy shit, why don't I
band's
play this
awesome
game
as
more? This
shit.
game is amazing.
Man. See, that's the kind of game that you have to play with a group of friends. Playing it by yourself is
Absolutely.
kind of
Yeah,
It's kind of
Kind
kind of depressing, actually.
Yeah.
I'm not in a rock band. I'm just by myself.
Yeah,
playing
you need a roommate
plastic
that
guitar.
plays. That's when I spent most of my time was with my original roommate, old Matt. We played in our band Chemical Ice, and I think we had just short of 1 billion fans. That's how much we played that game.
Oh man,
It was.
Yeah.
We played a lot of rock band, and it was good times. And we had a surround sound system, and we lived in an apartment, and we
damn.
also worked odd shifts, so our neighbors had to just despise us
oh man.
because we're just blasting 7.1 surround rock band at times of the night that you should not do that. But hey,
Now that I think about it,
We
I think I'm going to
didn't
upgrade Classic to an 8.5.
There
A,
you
because
go.
it's kind of ironic, and B, because I actually did almost no work that weekend. 8.5,
Yeah.
I was actually working running music, but this year my work consisted of icing 2 coffee dispensers
Right.
on the 2 different days, and so that was pretty much all the work I did, which was
Yeah.
great.
Man.
That coffee was good stuff, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got it iced, though.
Good
Adam?
God. Okay. Let's see here. I give Classic a 9. And I give last year's event 8.5 I'd give that a 9.5. I enjoyed the Proto Man set last year a little more. I
Agreed.
felt like it was a little more cohesive.
I agree.
The story that came after that of Orvie launching a scarf into the audience was priceless.
That's great.
That's
It's a
why you
staple
can't
now.
go back. There was so much
No, I know.
iconic shit that happened
Yeah.
to that one. That
No, Classic was great. Mummy Crew with a K was hysterical. Ben's bottle share was a lot of fun.
great.
I had a really good time up for
snacky
that.
panel.
The World Snacky Cake you know what?
Ooh, that
I'm
was
you know
good.
what? I'm tying them at 9.5 each because of the Snacky Cake panel. The World Snacky Cake Championships was so much fun. It was ridiculous. Orvie was wearing a fighter pilot helmet.
I wasn't
Never
even
said a
there.
word.
He was.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He was standing in front of the super bright projector and just flipped down the sun visor and didn't give a singular fuck. It was incredible.
Well, whoever that man was flipped up the sun visor to
Bucky
reveal aviators underneath the visor. Is how that went down.
Man,
Just when you think that you're
Swiss-
going to learn the mysterious identity.
Swiss Rolls took the win at the Snacky Cake Championships. That was
Hotly
a lot of fun.
debated.
Hotly
Were
debated.
I at that panel, I
My
would have
God.
argued
My God.
for many of those various.
What
It
else
is
happened?
kind of a coincidence that Swiss rolls were your biggest choice, and they're the ones that won.
And I've
have
heard
a lot of
I've
fun.
heard contesting reports that at the Snacky Cake World Championship of attendees that Swiss cake rolls did not in fact win.
I've heard
Well,
that as well.
That's fine because we're buying a decibel meter, so this debate never happens again. It's only based on fact
Fact.
Well, I can't wait.
because I'm tired of it. Next year at Classic, we're doing the World Snacky Cake Championships
I'm
again
honestly
for sure.
surprised candy cakes didn't get more attention.
I am
because
too.
I'll tell
Candy
you this.
cakes.
They're delicious.
No,
Those are
candy
the peanut
cakes-
butter ones, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
no, he did the peanut butter ones. Original OG candy cakes are just the normal cream. He had peanut butter candy cakes. Those are a separate brand of candy.
Oh, see, I thought those were the original
No, the
ones.
standard candy cake, because they say peanut butter on them. The standard candy cakes just say candy cakes, and that's just chocolate and cream.
Interesting.
But no one can deny, and you have to take the price point into consideration, of course, but no one can deny that Tasty Cake's quality of ingredients is higher than that of Little Debbie's.
Well, yeah, they're also twice as expensive.
yeah, I mean, you're talking minimum $3.50 as opposed to $1.29.
Right, exactly.
For a pack of snacky cakes, so it's something you have to consider. But
This is
anyways, I
something.
digress.
That I'm going to bring up.
Okay.
Third famous person in Baltimore, Bob Rose,
Bob Rose.
hated the snacky cake panel.
That's fine.
Just letting you know, man.
He wasn't there.
I know. He watched it and he hated it.
That's
I
good.
think it probably was terrible. I can't say.
I think it was one of those you had to be there things.
I'm relatively sure it was terrible, but then I've heard a bunch of people say that it was really fun.
Dude,
And
To be fair, you've
He
heard
was
the
like-
same thing about
I
Proto
think
Man's
that's
concerts.
kind of our MO is just we're not good, but we're entertaining.
right.
Yeah.
He said,
I would
fine
like
with
to
that.
get better, but you know.
He said, and I quote, "You guys barely ate any snacky cakes among you. You just threw them all."
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what we
no,
were doing.
I know,
He
it was-
gave
That's
me
why
that
he was
same
pissed.
complaint.
That's
He
why
was
he
just
was
like, "What the fuck? You should be eating." He wants us to gorge ourselves. With
No,
snacky
he just
cakes.
Well, to
wants
be fair,
weird,
I thought what you
all
guys were going
Bob
to do
Rose
was like,
wants is just weird Bob Rose food
Yeah,
humor.
no,
he just wants that in real life from his videos.
and he desperately
Get a
wants
new
people
trick,
to
Bob.
vomit in public. That's his whole thing.
Oh shit!
To
He
be
wants
fair,
people to vomit in
I
public.
did expect some like blind taste test, like, or at least not even blind taste test, but like, you know, you introduce the snacky cake, and then everyone on the panel tries it, and then gives a little feedback, a little discussion.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what I'm working for. I'm going to give you a little inside
weekend?
scoop to the people that do listen to the show. I'm working on another panel for Prime. I'm not going to actually have food samples there because the Gaylord's really strict about doing food at panels and stuff like that. So we can't do that. This is going to be a complete debate session, and I think we're going to do the breakfast cereal Grand Nationals.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
I was
I'm
part of
ready
that
for this
decision.
because I don't think there are many people here, probably not even in this room, that eat as much children's cereal as I do.
I bet you I'm close.
All right.
What's your?
I eat 2 or 3
pick?
boxes a week.
I'm not going to talk about that right now. This is something that we'll save for the debate, sir.
I want to say my pick.
I'll
right
say
now.
my pick. My current pick is kind of off the wall because normally when I was a kid and for the last couple of years I would have gone Cinnamon Toast Crunch because that's my jam.
Dude,
CTC,
CTC.
yeah.
Yeah. But
You know me.
recently I have discovered a cereal that I personally think might edge Cinnamon Toast Crunch out, in my opinion.
Tell me about it.
Make it quick because we've got a lot to cover at Classic.
Frosted Blueberry Mini Wheats.
I'm all about Fruit Brute, bro. Fruit Brute's the way to go.
Fruit Brute. That's his. We've been down this
Cherry
road before.
cereal that's crunchy and has marshmallows. Marshmallows.
I was about to say you just lost it for me.
Cherry mushroom cereal.
My
Sounds
God.
horrible.
Well,
Anyway.
Are they cherries wrapped in, or is it like mushrooms with a cherry coating?
I can't. I mean, I can't speak to
It's
what it actually
mushrooms
is.
and maraschino cherry sauce. Okay, moving
All right,
on.
no, back to Classic, back
what
to
else?
Classic.
Classic. I
man,
unveiled
so-
one of the official prototype of the Dom Loves Butts T-shirts,
That is true.
and we gave one to Dom. Big thank you to Afton at Basil Creations. Check her out. It's on,
What's her website?
on Facebook. She's got a Facebook page, Basil Creations, BAYSIL Creations. It's pretty awesome. She does custom bleach shirts.
Facebook.com//Basil Creations.
Maybe I don't know what the URL is.
My God, we'll put it in the thing, Hugh. Let it
Jesus,
go.
Huey.
We never
He
put
wants to
anything in the
All right, well,
thing.
give
He
me-
wants sharkrobot.com to be mentioned.
Yeah,
That's what he's
whatever.
going for. Anyway,
He did it.
from
Give
there.
us some highlights. Give us just
Okay, so Thursday Night Rock Band.
yeah. Thursday Night Rock
Fuck, the Mummy Crew was hysterical. When they came up to me and they were like, "We're wrapping ourselves in sheets that we bought from Walmart." And
Band. Was
we're
it
gonna,
sheets or actual band? Like
It was
band
sheets.
It was
It
bed
was just-
sheets
It was bed
that
sheets
they
that they-
shredded.
just shredded bed sheets. My
And they were
God.
like, "We're turning ourselves into mummies, bro." I was like, I was real upset.
Bruh.
I got I finally, after 2 years of waiting, got my DadCon 1985 shirt, which I was very excited about. I bought the new Legendary game called Encounters, which is all about Predator, the movie, or the series, I should say.
Jared Fogle.
Too soon. Let's see here. Drinking more coffee than one person should. That was pretty good.
Lots of coffee in that hotel at all given
yeah.
times.
The breakfast buffet at that hotel that
Is-
is $5 cheaper than it
on
used to be was amazing.
Oh,
Me and Huey between us probably ate, I want to say 4 pounds of bacon.
I want to say we ate a whole pig.
I don't want to exaggerate because I'm known for that. 4 pounds, that could be accurate.
It might be. It was a lot of bacon.
It's ridiculous.
They just kept bringing it out in like heaps.
Yeah, every time they brought a new pan out, it was just a mountain of pork. It was
crisp.
Well,
great.
they just put a pig through the bacon grinder, and then boom, they just fried that whole thing out.
They just put a pig through this machine called the Bake-O-Matic.
the Bake-O-Matic.
The Bake-O-Matic.
It just empties right into a
That
deep
sounds
fryer.
like something that would be made by Binford Tools on Tool Time from Home Improvement. Let's see here. What else? I
Go with some Looney Tunes on me.
I bought some great. I bought Blaster Master for NES. I bought Bart Simpson versus the Space Mutants for NES, which is a great game.
I love that game.
I found a copy of Wave Race 64, which is one of the best racing games on N64 in my opinion. That game's fantastic. No, I had a great time. We raised a shit ton of money for charity.
Oh shit! Yeah, we
We raised $1,750 was the final tally. We were a little bit off on the math. $1,750 is the actual tally that's it got sent 2 days ago to the Children's Miracle Networks. That was awesome.
And boy, were there some items. That $160 value grab bag, my God.
Dude,
That was
I felt
hysterical.
so bad for that guy.
That was
he
hysterical.
got a free ticket to MAGFest.
He got
Prime
a
That's at
supporter
least
badge.
something.
He got a supporter badge.
Yeah,
That's
so
the whole thing.
he got an $80 value essentially.
Steve wouldn't tell me what was in the mystery prize. Like I didn't know what it was until I was unboxing
I know.
it myself.
He showed it to me, and he's like, "Dude, I just needed to show somebody because this is insane." And
Oh,
I'm not
it's
telling
just-
Adam because I want to see Adam open this.
Essentially, what happened was they
That was kind of a spectacle.
put a mystery prize. They have the raffle and they have a table full of goodies and then little containers for all the tickets for whatever you want to put your tickets that you buy towards. And one of the prizes was a mystery prize that said what was $160 value.
Yes, $160.
$160 value for this mystery prize, and they bring it out for the guy. I think it was it Adam that won it? Adam Geitman, something like that.
I believe that's his name.
And they bring out this backpack, and the backpack is just stuffed, and we're like, my God, what is in there?
Well, the
Backpack
backpack was in a cardboard box.
Okay, yeah, that's right. It started with the cardboard box. Adam opens the box, then gets to the
It was
backpack,
the backpack itself was covered in like weird cats.
Yeah,
and one by
Yep,
one,
Cat's wearing glasses.
Adam is opening these pockets of the backpack, and each item is worse than the last.
There was a Flappy Bird board game.
There was a
Yep.
Flappy Bird
Yep.
board game. There was like what was the calendar? A calendar of
Oh
like
yeah, I don't even remember. There
It
was a
was-
hamburger sticker.
essentially they just as far as I can tell, they went to a thrift store and bought $160 worth of garbage
There was a
and-
Halo.
$80 worth of
and-
garbage, and the
and-
other 80 is the
and managed to stuff it into a backpack.
There was a
It was like
Halo
the Angry
Reach
Birds
Mega Block
the
set.
Angry Birds play set or whatever.
Right.
Oh, yeah, the
the
Jenga.
Star Wars Angry Birds Jenga.
Oh,
too
No,
much.
at best,
Too much stuff.
At best, some of the items were acceptable.
My favorite
That
item.
was as high as it went.
My favorite item was a strategy guide for Rock Band.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm
What
like,
is in that?
Who made this?
What's in a strategy guide for a rock band?
It was like 140 pages long.
Press the
does
buttons.
Does
It
it
had
just
to
have
have
the
been a
full
lyric
charts for
book.
every song? or
It had to
something?
have been a lyric book.
I looked. It was not.
It wasn't just.
It was not a lyric book.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine.
What could a strategy guide?
How do you write that? If somebody were to tell you, "Hey, go write a Rock Band strategy guide,"
It would be
I would
4
flip 'em off
pages long.
and pee on that guy's lawn. I'm like, no, that's insane.
It would be all of 4 pages long.
All right,
Like,
so now that I got my fake favorite item out of the way, I'd like to move on to my real favorite item, and
Go
that
ahead.
was, of course, the Adam Chase VIP experience.
Oh,
to
yeah.
which you guys need to admit that I had nothing to do with its creation.
Well, yeah. Dude,
I was
So you got to understand, we
heinously
got
against
in
it.
Thursday night, and we were talking about what we were going to auction off at the charity thing. And Adam's like, "Guys, have I got an idea for
no,
you?"
fuck off. I had
No, I'm
nothing to
kidding.
do
It was
with
totally Huey and I took a one of the little plastic water cups, 2 of them actually,
them.
taped them together. I think earlier Huey had taped them together like a little Pac-Man, just jokingly. And then I took another piece of tape with a silver Sharpie and wrote Adam Chase VIP experience on it, slapped it on there, and threw 7 tickets in myself.
Jesus.
And then
and then I threw 7 tickets in.
And then several other people threw tickets into that bad boy.
Lots of other people.
So
wanted-
And let us.
Basically,
Would you
yeah.
like to tell us what the
I
Adam
mean,
Chase
I guess I
VIP
can.
I mean, we can tell it for you.
apparently
if you
they
want
were.
to distance yourself from this.
Yeah, I kind of do.
I
all
will.
right, Huey,
Huey,
experience.
give
Okay.
us in your best announcer voice.
Okay.
Price is Right style. Tell him what he's won.
Tell them what they won. I mean, tell them what I won.
You've won a no-expense paid trip to follow Adam Chase around on his zany, wacky adventures at MAGFest Prime for 3 to 4 hours only. Afterwards, you get to buy Adam Chase a sandwich.
Of
Of his
choosing.
choosing.
Where the sandwich goes in, I'm still kind of confused.
That's
You
part of
shouldn't
the
be.
Adam Chase VIP experience.
Dude, we,
Buying you a
Jesus.
sandwich is like integral to the experience.
we wanted to make sure. Honestly, I thought the sandwich would be a deterrent. But we tell people that, and they laugh and go, "Oh my god!" And they put like 3 tickets in.
You know,
Are you guys insane?
I had like 4 people walk up to me that are like friends of mine after the raffle was done. They were like, "Dude, if you really wanted a sandwich that bad, I would buy you a sandwich. I have no problem with buying you a sandwich." I was like, none of this was my idea.
Dude, on top of that, why would they think you
my
wanted
God.
one? Because
it's so great.
this sandwich wouldn't be received for like 7 months.
And they would have to pay for it.
So they draw the first ticket for the Adam Chase VIP experience.
I drew it, and
Ryan is holding
to set some background for this. I put in 7 tickets at first, and then I think like Sunday morning,
you definitely prime the cup.
I put in Huey's wingspan of tickets. So the way they were doing wingspans is it's you stretch out your arms and it's fingertip to fingertip. Right. I realize I'm doing this in person and you can't see it.
That's
but
what you're describing.
You take tickets and it's here to here. So I think it was like 45 tickets or something.
Yeah.
And I put all of them into that cup. So I'm sitting there with like 50 tickets in the Adam Chase VIP experience.
And the reason Ryan did this is because he didn't want some weirdo hanging out with us ruining our MAGClassic.
Yeah, because that's the thing. All of you guys are in this with me.
We know.
Because we all hang at MAGFest always.
That and I felt a little bad. Just a little. So they pull the first ticket.
Embarrassing.
They pull the first ticket, and I'm sitting there with at least 50% of the keep this tickets that are in that bag, and they're like 1, and I'm like, all right, everybody's got a 1. They're like 4, I'm like, everybody's got a 4. They're like 7, I'm like, oh man, I don't even have that number.
And he was immediately out.
And I was like, all right, sweet. I was really hoping somebody else would win this because it'd be way more entertaining that way.
I hope somebody out there read it was like, nah.
The winner was actually there and just chose not to speak up.
Like,
I did get a message. I don't remember from who, but I did get a message on Facebook. Like, did you guys call a number for that VIP thing that nobody came up and claimed? And I was like, yeah, we pulled 1. They were like, damn, do you know what the number was? I would have loved to have won that. I don't even know this guy.
They can have
That's why they wanted it. But ultimately what happened is that Ryan won, and now it's just going to be...
Yeah, the first ticket they pulled it, and then nobody answered it.
That would have been.
But if you were that guy, I will happily give you your truly won Adam Chase VIP experience if you send us an email at podcast@magfest.org.
I wonder if Adam's going to delete that email before we see it.
Yeah, we need to make sure we get CC'd on these emails from here.
No,
on.
I
also CC music at magfest.org because I'll get that one.
That's fine. You can do that. But I've presented every email. I've never held one back. So yeah,
we know that
you guys are dicks. God, I can't wait for the.
If you've ever sat in the same room with Adam, you know he never holds one back.
You know what?
Butts.
You want to hear something funny about that?
Uh-oh.
I had a thought about you the other day,
Oh
Huey.
dear! While he was pooping.
No, man. I got home from work. It was a long day. Ashley was there.
I'm legitimately terrified right now.
She was playing video games, and I just stopped in my tracks. And you know how if you fart a couple times, they usually trail off a little towards the end? These were four identical farts. And they're no degrading volume or anything. It was just like burp, burp, burp.
Dude, it's like a J.J. Abrams movie.
It was
you thought.
Oh, sorry, Christopher Nolan.
It was, and the only thing that went through my head wasn't like, oh man, Ashley's going to be upset. Oh, yeah, it was gross, blah, blah, blah. The first thing that went through my head is Huey's Adam fart reaction. And it was just like, what is in you? It was the first thing that
Dude,
came
honestly,
in my head.
I think that might have been ass Morse code. We need to determine what your ass is saying, Adam.
The being within was trying to
is
communicate.
the start of an SOS.
Oh, man.
Ass-o-ass?
God.
The being
Save
within
our ass.
me was,
Oh, God.
was
All
trying
right, back
to communicate.
to classic. Jesus. Oh, Huey, what are your highlights?
Wait, Orvie, we never got a score.
Yeah, we
never
never
did
really.
yours.
You
Did
never.
I not score?
No.
I guess not.
I don't know. Did you score?
Come on, you know I did. I would give Mag Classic. I'd probably give it an 8. I think I came in.
Yeah.
I did. I was pretty irritated going into Mag. I've kind of burned myself out of Mag shenanigans over the summer, and I was just kind of there's some unnecessary drama going into game room stuff and all that sort of thing. Worked a bit more than I would have liked to, but And that's pretty much all that's bringing it down. Once I got over my initial day of grump, I got over it. I know. One of Huey's favorite moments was when I shut down an imminent room party with just an angry stare.
Dude.
Wait, I didn't hear about this.
Oh, man.
It was when you came in trailing like 6 or 7 people.
Fucking bringing in the Rando Calrissians.
That was Thursday night, too.
I think
And
that,
I didn't
think that
even
was
mean...
Friday. Was that Thursday night?
That was
or
Thursday
Friday
night, right when we got there.
I thought, no, that wasn't that night because it was the night.
It was the night after.
Yeah.
And he was there.
Yes.
Because the first night I accidentally brought a bunch of people.
Yeah,
The
no,
first-
that
we
was
were
that was
wheeling
fine.
the luggage cart up to our room, and we had like 9 people behind us.
And,
as
but
we're
at
literally
least that was
wheeling-
like Angel and crew. That was
Yeah.
fine. But like a lot of the people that came in behind Adam, I didn't know, and they were just being rowdy and raucous, and I just I was either tired or grumpy from whatever, and I was just sitting in the chair farthest from the door near that big square ottoman.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just staring at them, and they one by one left. It took them a while to notice, but they left.
Man.
And I was proud of myself. And Huey
He
turned
used
to me,
the
and he was
force,
just
man.
no. Huey turned to me, and he was like, "That was amazing."
He just
My
leveled this
favorite-
death stare.
Orvie has this habit of when he does decide to drink, which is very, very few and far between. He picks one kind of drink and he sticks with it, and I can respect that.
Oh yeah, no, I trashed some of your Maker's Mark.
And he went through, and that's fine. I brought it for entertainment, and boy, did I get it. He went through.
It went from Maker's Mark to the MM to the Majora's Mask.
That's
is
right.
what I was calling it
That's
by the end
right.
of the night.
He went about 5 or 6 drinks of Maker's Mark in. Me and Ashley walk back to the king-size bed, and Orvie is doing a handstand
Oh, I remember
with
that.
his feet
Oh,
on
that
the
did
wall,
happen.
spread
It was like The
eagle.
Exorcist, man.
There were some things that happened.
That was, man.
Oh, I missed that.
Or drinking Orvie is one of my favorite things. Because there's absolutely
I think it
no
just-
inner monologue
I don't-
whatsoever.
I don't think I'm like a happy drunk or a sad drunk. I think it intensifies whatever mood I'm in.
You do acrobatics sometimes.
Yeah, I
He's
don't
in an
know.
acrobatic mood, bro.
I mean, clearly that was the case.
I do get a bit rowdy, I suppose.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
But yeah, let's see. But overall, it was really good. I got to play some good games. I got to play some Pokemon's League with a bunch of good Pokemon's leaguers. There were 3 people there that were better than me. Shannon was the ringleader of the people who recognized us as MAGCast crew. They actually came up to me and Ryan when we were at Console Ops. And we're like, wait, so you're Orvie and then they met Adam at some point, and last they met Huey.
Yep.
Just by seeing me, who they already knew as MAGCast, standing next to a giant redheaded person, they figured that was Huey, and they were excited. Props to them. I don't remember. I didn't get any of their names because I only played video games with Shannon, whose name I caught, and she was.
Now, when you say better than you mean temporarily better than you, right?
I do.
Okay.
I mean, well, I don't play Puzzle League often. I've only played maybe a couple times since MAGFest, but that's irrelevant. I played in the tournament, and I only managed to take a single game off of the guy that knocked me out. And I forget his name, but he had the Mega Man. What's the bots that look like Lego Man?
Servbots.
Servbots, yes.
Yeah.
He had a Servbot hat on. It was pretty sweet.
I saw that.
And I took a match off of him initially, and then he got going. And then the guy who won was insane. Like, he could just constantly clear like 15 to 20 combo without even trying. He was a machine.
Yeah.
It was unstoppable.
He's more than a machine now, the man.
Twisted and evil.
He's the kind of guy that plays like a 7-minute game, and the game clock only says 2 minutes and 50 seconds.
Because it's just lagging.
Because it lags the system so
But
hard.
no, I love some Puzzle League. I also played. We didn't actually play too many games as a group, but I played some Pokemans with my Pokemans dudes. Didn't catch many concerts actually.
Can I say Light Gun Alley was amazing, and that should always be
that
a
was
thing.
really cool.
Light Gun Alley was the fucking jam.
Yeah, we need to get more light guns. We're probably going to get a Super Scope or 2 for Mag.
Light Gun Alley was so... Ashley
We're
loved Light Gun
We're
Alley.
actually gonna get some FireWire so we can hook up the PS2s to run both sides of Time. Like, do you know how
Yeah.
Time Crisis? We had Time Crisis 2 and 3 up, but we didn't have the Time Crisis 2 and 3 are one of the few games that actually use the FireWire link capacity of the PS2.
Right.
So you can actually run both players on their own screens as opposed to doing like the awkward split
nice.
screen. So, and it's fun to do Time Crisis with both sides because you actually get different angles of the same battlefield and you can cover each other.
It
a
is
little bit.
neat. I like that a lot.
But it was good. What else? I don't know. Just hanging with people. Snacky Cakes was good. So I heard. And
Green Room Party was fun. The Green Room Parties.
Yeah,
That was kind of a
hanging
constant
in the
5-hour
Oh,
party
yeah.
each night.
we went. There was some goose fighting to be had. We
Oh,
went out.
man.
I
We went
forgot
out to
about
get
that.
some DQ, some Dairy Queen. Got some shakes and ice creams and tasty things. And on the way back, there was a gaggle o' geese. And our two resident hill
asses.
giants, Adam and Huey, decided that they were going to battle said geese.
Huey was way braver than me. I'm going to give him full fucking credit.
No, Adam was kind of puffing up, but he was staying mostly on the
I
sidewalk.
was-
They are
standoffish.
birds. Their bones are hollow. That's all you need to know.
I was standoffish.
And
I was a
Huey-
little
They
worried.
were giving you the old foul eye too.
Ah,
And
damn
Huey
it.
just
They had a bird's eye
stormed
view.
headlong into the fray.
I was ready to battle some geese, man.
And those geese just full on retreated.
they
None of them
retreated.
even put up the
None of them, yeah, none
they
of
didn't do the come at me, bro,
wings.
nothing. I
Yeah.
did the come at me, bro, arms. They were just like, oh, fuck it.
And then we crab walked
Birds.
at him a little bit. We crab walked at him a little bit.
We did. Dude, I mean,
It was really funny because Tresh, somebody, one of our buddies, he's been on the
He's
show
been
a
on
couple
the
times.
show.
he was like 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, he said he was going somewhere and he rode by to just see me and Huey chasing geese, followed by a group of like 15 people, all with cell phone cameras out. Like, it was going to end up on World Star if something crazy happened.
If only.
It's like, look at these two white boys getting beat up by
Fucking
geese.
fighting some geese. There was a lot of geese. I'll give it to the geese.
There
They
was-
had the numbers.
How many do you think there was? There was like 15, 20?
It was at least a gaggle.
Yeah.
Maybe two.
I love
Yeah,
that that's
it was
a
a
real
gaggle
word.
and a half.
God damn.
It was, yeah. You took
That
the
was
charge,
fun.
man.
But yeah, Proto-Mans was good. I was practicing a song for the Proto-Mans and decided that in my inebriated state I would not be able to perform, so I just stuck with my normal shtick.
So you were the opposite of Zach Star Wars. You
Zach-
were like, I'm not going to perform. Zach, however,
Star Wars.
decided
Zach Star-
that he
that was-
must.
He
perform.
killed it up there.
He did.
Zach Star Wars, who is I think we can say at this point the official leader of the Proto-Mans woodblock crew.
That is
He-
very, very true.
I don't know.
Dude.
The Woodblock crew is. I don't know that they have a leader. I think that they're just an entity.
They are just
You
legion.
cannot. They cannot be led.
They're
They
a
cannot be
force of
controlled.
nature.
They
They're a
just
force
they just
of
are.
nature.
Dude,
the woodblock
Zach,
crew is
I wish you
Roof-
guys-
he's definitely the most passionate member of the band, without a doubt.
Oh, yeah.
He was
because he
screaming.
is both the most passionate member of the band and our most passionate fan in the same person.
He's
I don't
dude,
know how he does it.
He hulked out.
It was amazing.
It was
He was very inebriated, and he reached a point where he just took a little tumble, and some people were
Plus.
ready to pick him up and get him the heck out of there because they're like, this guy needs to go, he needs to relax and get some water, and he just. As soon as he realized that they were going to try to take him out of the backstage, he stood up, gathered himself completely, and just screamed, "I must perform!"
and then one said no. Dude, it was amazing.
He did a damn good job.
Yeah, man.
Dude, he could barely stand, gets on stage, he is the master of balance. He's hopping around on one foot, doing this thing. He's running over everybody next to people. He's like, oh my God!
It was awesome.
What happened was this weird sort of, everybody was like, what side's he going to be closer to? And then everybody would run to that side, and then he'd sort of stagger over to the other side, and all the people would run to the other side, like, okay, Christ, oh God, Jesus. And
It was so very Tom and Jerry.
Dude, it was hilarious for me, because I was...
I mean, you could just imagine Swords Dance playing and people trying
Yeah.
to.
Oh, God.
Man,
Dude, it was...
It's good
what a
times.
show! How was the pre-show dance party? I really wasn't out there for much.
Yeah,
pretty
you only
good.
came to the very
pretty
last
good.
song, and then you had to hop back up. It was all right.
Yeah, it was
It
pretty
was all
good.
right.
Wasn't as good as the last time, because everybody participated last time. There was lots of mic checks and shit happening.
How do you
this
think
time.
our crowd? You were in the crowd. How was the crowd compared to last
Actually,
year?
was not in the crowd for most of it. I was in the backstage thing, but
Oh,
it
okay.
looked a little smaller.
It was.
And
Well, I think concerts across the board attendance was a little smaller.
Really?
I think
Yeah.
I think our attendance as a whole was actually a tad low.
I'd buy
Oh,
that.
wow. Okay. Huh. I don't know.
But yeah,
It was good.
Still
I
just
mean,
as enthused though.
There was I was gonna say there's a ton of energy in the room. and
Oh, we
that's
taught.
what I feed off of.
Kaylee and I were attempting to teach Huey to DDR, who he was just determined that he could
Man.
not do.
Oh,
Me
man.
and Ashley so very desperately wish that we saw that.
it's
Me too.
nothing.
It was a good time.
No.
Huey was just very.
I used to be able to play DDR on like
I think
medium.
Huey
I
would
could
have
never
been
play
fine.
heavy, but
Here's
Huey,
one of my
Huey
favorite.
talked himself out of it. Okay.
This is one of my favorite moments of the entire weekend. There's this game. We call it the light game. I don't know what the hell it is. And it's like this beat game where you have to basically fire these red dots back and
There's
forth with each other.
5 tubes, and on either side there's 5 buttons.
I
and you
used to
have
know the name of that fucking game, and I can't.
But yeah,
remember
you have.
I
you
know
have
exactly
to,
what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
you have. There's. It's kind of like a future Pong.
Right.
So, so Orby is playing it against, I think, Kaylee. And you're like, okay, and there's a guy standing next to the thing telling you guys what to do. He's like, this is how
Yeah,
it works.
we hadn't played the game, and it's all in Japanese, so we have no idea what we're doing.
And the guy has got these sunglasses on. He looks like that cool guy. He looks like the bad kid from the
any
Wizard.
80s movie.
So he's like, yeah, you got to do this, and then Orby, wins, duh. And so Kaylee
It took
steps
me a
back.
game or two to figure out the mechanics, but I
It
got
was
it.
one game. So then Kaylee steps away, and 80s bad boy steps in.
Uh-oh.
And he's like, all right, this song's good. And Orby beat the shit out of that kid. Orby whooped that kid's ass. And I was like, this is amazing. He's like, oh, is this how you play it? Oh, okay, cool. And he crushed that kid. And the kid's just like, huh, huh. And Orby's like, I'll see you. And he just walked away. He shut that dude. Orby's got the best shutdown stories ever. He shut that kid down with Pokemon that one time. Here, hand me my wallet. I was expecting a moment like that.
my
Dude,
God.
hand my wallet. Game room manager. Fuck off.
I own this room.
Orvy learn to play really well Neon FM. I saw there was a bunch of people playing the arcade game in the corner.
Oh, that would probably take me much longer
And they
because
were-
that game gets intense, doesn't it?
Yeah, they were playing and like they were going at a pretty good speed, and I was like, man, this game's really cool. It's like poppin' music on crack.
Oh, cool.
And I was like, there's no way that I could ever learn to play this game, but I enjoy watching it because it's like, okay, these guys are moving their hands pretty quick. They're following all this crazy shit on the screen. And then this random kid walks up by himself with a backpack. Everything's fine. He puts his backpack down. He's very to himself. He's not with a group or anything like that. He selects a song. I don't understand what's happening on the screen, so I don't know if it's a difficult song or whatnot. The song gets ready to go. The scroll starts, and he takes like a karate stance, and he kind of hunkers himself down in front of the keyboard a little bit. And I'm like,
And then his hands
what
are just a blur.
is about to happen? And then
His body is completely stoic.
He's moving between moments in time.
A series of what can only be described as strobe lights and crazy combinations and lights and colors are happening on the screen. His hands are moving so unbelievably fast that I can't fathom how his brain is doing this. And it's just good and perfect comboing the entire song. And it's like a combo 900 at the end of the song. And I was like, how? And then somebody next to me was like, it's all muscle memory. I was like, do you understand how much muscle memory is involved in 900
God, his
motion?
muscle could do an essay. That's retarded.
It's not even necessarily just like DDR and other rhythm games though. It's not memorizing the exact the exact order of everything. It's just having the reflex and the muscle memory to immediately associate the movement with the color. And
Right.
then there's certain tricky patterns and stuff like that. But once you learn those things, then from there you can read super
Man,
fast.
he got into a horse stance. He hunkered down a little bit, and I was like,
Oh, man.
this is
about to get real.
Shit's about to
Kurosawa
go
music started
down.
playing. It was
And it was just like, it was like a hum. Like,
Is that how
started playing, but it
is that
wasn't.
how it sounded when I was firing my gun in Time Crisis, Huey?
Oh,
Huey
dude.
said I was like a machine. I
you were
was
squeegeeing enemies off the screen.
squeegeeing enemies off the
There-
screen.
he's just like, it was God. It was,
Huey's always much more impressed with me than I am with myself.
dude.
It makes
That's
me
because
feel good.
you're just like, you must be used to it. But I'm watching, and it's just like there's explosions happening all over the screen, and you're like that guy who can blow up 2 balloons with one shot somehow that are like totally different. I don't know how you do it. You're like, and your eyes are not moving, and you don't look like you're breathing. I don't know what's happening, but you shift into this other form, and your hair strains on end, turns gold. It's insane. I don't know how you do it. I will never know how you do it, but that's just how it is. The only thing I ever beat Orby in was, what was it? X-Men versus...
Oh, the MVC Chaos
and that
or
was
something.
You were kicking my ass, but you were getting no damage somehow. And then
That was when we were screaming a lot. That was last day. That was at 8.5.
That was 8.5, yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I wish we had played some more games together.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what stories do we have that don't involve my gaming prowess?
I don't think really anything.
Very good.
Well,
I think that's pretty much it.
Autobiographically speaking,
Yeah, what do
the
you
start
got?
of it was on my way there. I drove enough to get to not the Gaylord shit.
Man,
the Marks Center to probably have driven to Ocean City.
No, we determined. Unfortunately, we had an ill-fated plan. I ultimately ended up having the full day off. I wasn't feeling well in the morning, and I was like, I'm not going to go into work for half a day, feel shitty, and then leave and try to get to MAGFest and not feel shitty. So I just ended up sleeping till noon. I got up and I finished my packing, and Huey hits me up, or I hit him up, or whatever order it was, and he was like, "Hey, are you leaving now?" And I was like, "Well, I was planning on leaving around 3. Did you want to carpool, I guess?" And he said, "Oh, sure, that sounds great, actually. I'll just head your way." Sure, fine. Yeah, that'll work. Whatever. And Huey just gets stonewalled 695 North. Just takes him over an hour to get to my place. And then we head down, and we just... the plan was to leave at 3 so that we could get down 295 before hell happened.
But I got stonewalled, so I didn't get to his place until 3:45.
Oh.
So
we don't hit 295 till 4:15, and we get maybe halfway down before it happens. And then it's just
they're coming out of the
when
woods.
When you got to Orbeez at 3:45, you should have just cut your losses and waited till 7.
Yeah, but that's probably what we should have done. But I wanted to get down there to help get the game room set up because
we
we
left my place at 5:30, and we stopped to get snacky cakes, and we stopped to get a couple 6-packs, and we left. So we must have been on the road by I want to say 6:15. And we got through 295 almost entirely unscathed. And then where 295 and 395 meet just inside of D.C. by the Pentagon, that's where we hit traffic.
Man. But yeah, no, it took Huey and I probably a solid... Between him leaving and us... When did we get there? Maybe 6, I think it was?
6 o'clock.
He left his house at 3, and we got there at 6.
Yeah, man. You could have totally gone to the ocean.
Yeah.
I did. No, I remember. I said, you could have effectively been on the East Coast by now.
It was
and it was an unfortunate. He realized that, and he just made him sad and sad.
I was all right. In the end.
I mean, we got there.
It doesn't even matter.
In the end, it doesn't even matter. And then we went
can see.
and we were scorned. We
were.
How were you scorned?
Before you guys arrived.
And Mr. ZS Dubs is fortunate that he was even allowed on stage, in my opinion.
He scorned us guys.
We, Huey and myself, decided to grab a nice meal before the chaos of the weekend started, and we went down to old Finn and Porter, the old F&P, and we got, which must have been the nicest table in the joint. It was nice low lighting. It was huge,
very romantic.
We had a full. Oh yes, indeed. I was staring longingly into Huey's eyes before the meal. It was
lovely.
arrived.
And then
we had a full 3/4 circle booth.
That is the lovers booth.
And enough. No, it was not the lovers booth. It's enough room for 8 people.
Yeah, it was a lot of people, and we're sitting here
And
okay.
Across the restaurant from us, maybe 2 tables towards the center, was the Heat crew, Brian Belcher and gang.
Which was a bundle of 4 people, and there's 2 of us. And we have this enormous table to ourselves, and they have a smaller table than us.
And we were being loud and constantly referencing over there, and I just wanted to say hi to Brian, and he would have nothing of it. No one would pay us tribute.
No one would pay tribute, guys.
And then Zach, Star Wars, and Lisa show up, and they're just hanging out, goofing off with Heat. I think Zach wanted to pitch his rock band idea to them and that sort of thing. And not even a word.
Nothing. We're waving. We're saying, hey, waltz away.
No, they completely ignored us and
scorned.
You don't do that.
No, you don't. You don't.
All
that's not. You pay tribute.
Do you understand who you're talking to? You're talking to 2 of the hosts of MAGCast. Get out of here.
You looking to reach us?
I think that's just Proto Man's Woodblock crew leader status revoked.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with that.
Look, just after singing your praises, buddy, it was a good swan song. Just saying.
Jesus. You guys are mean.
No, we even called him out, and we said you're not even going to say hi, and he was just like, I gotta go.
He she chuckle fucked away, man.
Yeah. I mean, if there was ever a CF moment, it was that one.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard that used as a verb before.
Yeah.
Well,
it was a nightmare.
Well, boom.
I'm trying to think of
It just
anything else that happened, specifically.
That weekend. There was the return trip. Orvie and I had.
There was. You guys missed out on probably some of the best proto-mansing that has occurred. I think.
So we got in the car.
That was the glory ride.
And we're like,
it made up for the initial ride out with Huey. I've got to say, I'm riding with Ryan from now on.
That's fine.
I'm sorry.
So,
it's fine.
So we got in the car and we're like, oh man, what should we listen to on the way down? And I was like, you know what? I'm feeling some Proto Men.
We got to wash the taste of that show out of our
Yeah,
mouths.
really. So we start with Act 1, Track 1.
And we just ride it out.
And we just wrote it. Act 1, Act 2, into Queen.
some Queen.
We would have gone into Cover Up, but we didn't have enough time. And pretty much at least every other song, we invented a new absolutely ridiculous way to cover it along with it, to just wreck it.
Oh,
we figured out the
Good Doctor?
The Good Doctor cover, which is all a cappella.
Because
all of the
so
sound
many
effects,
weird
all of
sound
the
effects
instruments
and
are all a
instruments.
cappella. So you get the anvil just like a ding, and then just crap like that. It's
Do the whip
real
noise.
Good.
You did a great whip noise.
No, that was
there's the whip noise. There's the trumpets.
I don't
There's
even know.
the
there's the trumpets. There's the guitars. It's so good. I think we're gonna have to make like the multi-track video with all of our faces just popping up doing the acoustic things.
Oh man, I really want to do that. That'll be the first official Proto Man's music video.
I'm not against this at all.
We did the Bew cover.
Oh,
where instead of lyrics, you replace all of the lyrics with Bew.
Yeah,
that was pretty good.
That was some good stuff because we were talking about rock operas and how it has to be a rock opera and how Nick hates it.
Yeah.
Because I remember one time, I don't remember the exact moment, but someone was talking about Proto Men, like it was me and one of us talking about Proto Men. Then someone came by and started talking about Bros, and then like Big Mac came by and started talking about Those Who Fight. And Nick just walks up to me and he's like, "Why the fuck does everything have to be a rock opera with you people?" and walks away. It was great.
That's our chief operating officer, Mr. Nick Marinelli.
Look, I'm telling you guys.
This man clearly loves musical theater.
Oh man, but it was marvelous. So
make
we
a
did
mashup.
the
The Proto Men.
A Bros cover of the Proto Men is just the Bews cover.
The Proto Men.
And then
I forget what else. We just did some like the dumb voices, all that.
Oh
good
yeah,
stuff.
no, we were all just all over the place. It was a magical time.
It was great.
I'm both happy and sad that you guys missed it.
Yep.
Why are you happy?
Because it was a moment that Ryan and I shared.
It's true.
Fine.
We don't have many.
That's okay. Me and Ryan rode to MAGFest a couple years ago together, and we had the full-blown...
Yeah, that's okay. One-upsman.
No, not at all, because it was only half of an album, you fucking cock. We did the Dr. Horrible sing-along, and that was a lot of fun.
That's
Oh,
true.
man.
That was a good time.
That would be a good
We
one
need
to
to work
sing.
that into.
I was getting ready to say,
yeah.
I want to do some...
we'll do that.
Dude, we
Oh,
can,
everyone's going to fight for that.
No,
All right.
dude, there's a 3-part song in that one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And evidently, I am always going to be the chick.
You don't have to.
I think you've established
I have no qualms about busting out a little falsetto.
Okay.
That's true. He's not above that. We've already learned.
No.
Dude, if we could do...
Between the wigs.
Ryan's Show You the World fucking...
Oh, the schizo version?
The schizo version.
It's amazing.
It's one of the funniest things I've witnessed in this basement.
Dude, I enjoyed that a lot.
I might have to record that.
It was too
Someday.
fucking funny.
Oh, what the fuck?
If you'd like to see Ryan sing that on video, please send us an email.
For reference, that is a part of a
Whole
whole
New
new
World.
world. I play it and sing both parts in one take.
Using different voices for each part. If you'd like to see that in video form, please send us an email at podcast@magfest.org. It would be...
Man.
That video would be so unbelievable.
Oh, we're leaving out a really good one.
What?
Was it Friday night? Was it later Friday night? Or was it Saturday
No
night?
Apocalypse.
Oh, yes.
2015.
Oh,
that was great.
shit!
Let Noel tell you a story about freedom.
Oh, I had a moment that I've just remembered.
A moment?
I had a moment with
We've
Big
also-
To be
Phil.
fair,
We've
I don't think we can put No Apocalypse into words. So I think
No,
all we need to do is just
all we
state
can
that
say
happened.
is that Noel was in rare form.
If you catch
He had that
Noel
steering wheel?
in while he's praising the Lords of Greed,
My God, we learned a lot about Noel and Noel's father that night. He was in a state of mind that Huey and I said it a few times. We could only associate it with just think of Charlie Day from
It's Always Sunny.
Oh, It's Always Sunny, just going into a mad rant about whatever, just going America all over everyone's asses. It was impressive. And the dinos which we had back from Mag stock, the dinos, the Mook Paddock returned in the suite.
And all the dinosaurs have officially been adopted. They've been rehomed.
Yeah, so they finally got rid of those, so we don't have to keep bringing them back.
Noel got the T-Rex, right?
I hope so, because that was
that
represented
Ben got
his
the
father.
T-Rex.
Ben got the T-Rex.
Yeah, we sold 2 of them at the raffle.
And the pterodactyl.
The pterodactyl went on a journey, and he never came
returned.
back.
So-
The T-Rex had a better Classic than most of us. He was crowd surfing for a good half hour.
People love that.
Yeah, that was
fucking T-Rex.
impressive.
It's true.
He was out there.
It was a little fucky.
We forgot to mention it was Mr. Professor Shy Guy's
Mr.
birthday
Professor
event.
Shy Guy.
It was also Avery's birthday.
It was
the
Avery's
drummer
birthday.
From the
They were both up on the.
Give both of them a little shout out during the Proto
On
Man
sta-
set.
yeah.
Sung a little happy birthday to them.
Yeah, I didn't know we were
did.
going to do that. That was really cool.
I kind of just came up with it.
It was great.
It just
It just
happened.
happened.
Things happen that aren't planned. That's
I-
part
I
of the
came-
Proto Man's experience.
The best part is it was right before the freestyle, so I just extended that freestyle into a little HB.
My
I
favorite
came
thing is that I held Ben up,
dangerously close.
and you
That
said,
was
"Ben,
good.
man."
I came
That was great.
dangerously close on Friday night. It was... it got risky, but I almost forgot about Dre Friday night.
Oh, man.
It was unbelievably close.
That
I'm glad I didn't allow it to happen, but, man, I was worried, guys.
The only thing
You don't wanna do that.
I would put up there with forgetting about Dre is preventing X from giving it to you.
Man, that's...
We didn't talk about that at all, but we're running out of time.
We are running out. Let's...
There's no running out of time on the wrap up episode. We got to talk about what guys to be talked about.
Well, yeah.
I'm just saying.
I want to talk about this email, because this email wraps the episode almost perfectly.
Oh, cool.
We do have to get to the mobile challenge at some point. We haven't done that for
You
like 3
won
episodes.
by like 700,000
Well, are we going to do a new
points.
one, or are we just letting that?
No, I don't
go
have a new
forever?
one.
Let's make it Star Realms, and everybody has to challenge Orvie.
I got one that I'm not sure if it's on Android.
I've got one ready.
Well, you won, so do it.
All right.
Yeah, okay, so it
I
was
have-
Tilt to Live 2. He got damn near 1 billion points.
It was almost 1 million, not 1 billion. He's
I'm
exaggerating
sorry.
again. God damn
I
it.
thought
It was an
1
alien.
billion.
It was almost an
It
alien.
was 1 million. He had like 900,000 points, and I think the next person up was probably Ryan.
I don't remember.
All right, so I have
I had 114.
I have 2 potential games in mind. Both puzzle games. One is a little more tricky and reflex based. The other is more thinky. Do you want a
I prefer Thinky
I
because
prefer
my
Thinky.
reflexes are garbage.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll do that one later because it's actually a really good game, and I'll tell you guys what it is off the air. But the new one from a developer that we already have encountered, our guys Spry Fox of Triple Town fame.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
They just released their new game called Alpha Bear. And I actually downloaded Alpha Bear, not realizing it, and I recognized that cutesy little bear anywhere. I checked it out, and it turns out it is none other than Spry Fox. Alpha Bear is the new game, and it is a word puzzler. And
Ooh,
it
I
is
like it.
it is similar to Triple Town in not in the way that you're doing space management, but you're trying to fill the board with the letters as you pick them, and the bears grow into
Oh,
And it's
Ashley
on-
plays that.
It's on
the.
iOS.
Yes, it's
Ashley
on
plays
iOS
that.
and Android.
Yeah,
Check out
no,
Alpha
I don't
Bear.
see it on
I've never
iPhone.
played it, but I've watched Ashley play it. That's a really cool game.
So
I got
I
it.
think we should do. They have a timed version and a not timed version. I think for simpleness sake, we just do like the 2-minute map,
2
Okay.
minutes.
and say whoever gets the high score on the 2-minute map.
That works.
Highest score on the 2-minute map. The
On
game's
Alpha
called Alpha
Bear.
Bear.
So that'll
I'm
be this
into it.
week's mobile challenge.
Okay.
And
yeah.
and I can say with that one, I'm setting myself up for failure. I am terrible at word games.
I'm not really good with word games either. So I don't know. We'll see.
I'm average at everything.
I always lose at Boggle and that sort of thing.
Okay, it's all one word. That's why I couldn't find it.
Yeah, Alpha Bear, like alphabet, but Alpha Bear.
Got it.
So there we go. All right, let's go on to this rap.
You wanna do
thing.
the email?
I'm gonna look through my notes I posted on Facebook, make sure we didn't forget anything. But yes,
So this email starts out with awesome meeting you guys at Classic and getting to spout my fanboy praise. So this is the gentleman that I what's his name's at the bottom? Jeremy. This is Jeremy. Jeremy was the guy that we all met. Who
so that's the guy I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
I actually-
well, I already gave this guy a shout out. How about that?
he also has a friend named Mike who he believes is also crotchety, and I got the 2 crotchety Mikes to
I mean,
meet.
I already gave him a shout out. I
on
feel like
Sunday.
he's just being
I didn't
greedy
hear
by
any of
sending
this.
in
The only
an
time
email.
I ever saw any of these people was when they wandered up drunk and we were getting on an elevator. They
was the
liked
only
us?
time I
What
think.
did they shout praise at us? I didn't hear.
Well,
any
they actually said that. I mean, he told me. He said, "I'd listen to MAGCast. You guys are great." And I said, "Why?" And he said, "You guys are hilarious. Come on."
That's pretty much the same reaction I had.
It was. I mean,
same reaction all of us had.
yeah.
So he says, he says it the next sentence if I would have read more. He says, I'm Jeremy with the other crotchety Mike and the miniature Puzzle League assassin, Shannon, who I hear laid quite a smackdown on Orvie Huey, the confused listeners. I'm not sure what that means. He's basically going off of you guys switching names.
Orvie Huey. I'm Huey
The confused listeners
Orvie
about
Huey.
people's names campaign is totally working.
Excellent.
My God. That's all we need to continue to do. The assassin, huh?
Yeah. I mean, she kicked your ass.
Man, it got quiet, guys. I heard the air conditioner.
Now, I will admit that I am not the best at all games. I am very good at all games. There's always going to be someone better.
And she just happened to be there.
I already admitted there were three
Yeah,
people better than me.
Yeah.
And as Shannon wants to attest, I was already from the first games. I was already improving greatly, and I'm pretty sure that if I were to practice, I could easily come mag proper. Take Shannon down.
God.
What's
And
going
you know
on?
he's going to listen to this.
Oh, that's fine.
Evidently.
But this is Shannon's call, not Jeremy's.
Boom.
Shannon?
She is.
Shannon,
no,
Jeremy,
she's a listener too.
Find me on Facebook. Add me. We'll have a little chat. Work this thing out.
We're working on out. He continues. Did anyone win the Big Adam VIP package? Because I drunkenly bought 7 tickets and completely forgot about them seconds after shoving them into my pocket.
It could have been you, buddy.
It could have been his.
It could have
this
been
is-
you.
This is 2 people that have asked me about
If the
that.
4th or 5th number was a 7, it was probably you.
My God. Did anyone actually beat the Super Mario World challenge? Because
Which
I
one?
tried a lot and it was fucking brutal. He doesn't say which one.
If it's Super Mario World, it should be get up to Iggy's castle and kill Iggy, getting under 5 stars from the gates at the end of the levels, and getting 0 coins.
Ooh.
Now that is one of my favorite challenges because it's one of the most unique ones. So many of them are just like, here's a boss and you got no shit. Have fun, dillhole. And that one's actually really cool because it's like, here's a game that you have to play and you can play it normally, but you have to play it completely the opposite. You've been trained your entire life to play it. Don't get any coins or you lose. And that's a really fun challenge. It's doable, and I think it's one of the less
Challenge
brutal
Andy's
ones.
probably the only one that's done it.
I've done that one. Nick
have you? Okay.
Marinelli and I actually spend, like, when we do take the challenge laptops, that's when we like to play a lot because it's one you just don't die instantly on.
Right.
But that's a good challenge. I'm glad he enjoyed that. People have beaten that one. It's not one of the most brutal, but it's a weird one to wrap your head around until you try. You're definitely not going to get it the first time.
Right.
Right towards the hardest part is right towards the end in Iggy's castle. If you guys have played Super Mario World, you know where the big hammers just come down and take up the whole screen.
Yep.
There's one jump there that you pretty much have to be small. If you got mushroom at that point, you're gonna hit the coins because you have to short hop under like 4 coins, and if you have to do it just right, or you'll miss the jump, or you'll get hit by the hammer, or you'll touch a coin, and it's really tricky. So that's the worst part about it, is that the hardest jump is right at the end of the run. So you can play it for like 5 minutes, and then at the end, fuck it up with one jump.
Man. He
But yeah.
concludes with, anywho, had a blast, counting the days until Prime, and I can't wait to hear you guys recap on the MAGCast. Keep it up. Signed, Jeremy.
Man, it is nice to know that we do have legitimate listeners.
Jeremy, I want you to write us an email. And I want you
He
to critique.
just did.
Another
I
one.
just read
Another
it.
one. Does that
Man,
mean he
finish.
can't run? No, he just finished.
I'm
He's
talking
done.
to you.
Yeah.
He was saying
I'm
we
backing
to let
you
you
up.
finish.
Good.
Huey.
I don't know what you're doing.
My God.
I can never tell with you people anymore. Anyway, Jeremy, I want you to write us an email. And I want you to critique every single person on this podcast.
Oh.
I want pros and cons.
Pros and cons.
And I don't want you to do Mike because.
And I want it to be written in good prose.
Ooh.
He wants pros
And if you could
with
write
good
it
pros and cons.
in like the vernacular that Khan from Star Trek 2.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Why are you giving our only legitimate listener fucking
Evidently, there's
homework?
3 of them.
Why are you giving them homework?
Because
You don't.
we need
that's
to
the
drive
perfect-
people who like this show away.
It's the perfect.
Save yourselves.
Well, I believe you're going to succeed. They're gonna fuck that. I'm not doing homework.
They might do it.
They might.
If you do,
Jeremy, if you want to prove Adam wrong,
Jeremy, if you do this, I'll give
Send
you
us an email.
You get a mini
podcast
at
magfest.org.
God damn
If
it.
you actually
That was
do
just
this,
like
Jeremy,
the saddest. I can
Jer-
see everyone rolling their eyes at me.
if you do this, we're gonna give you the mini Adam Chase VIP experience, where you don't have to buy Adam a sandwich. You just get to hang out with Adam for 1 hour, and then you have to leave.
Do I have any say in what happens in my life?
Not
No,
at MAGFest.
Not really.
God.
Speaking of which, man, remember Speed Fame?
He should come
Just
out.
Oh,
get
you
down
were
with-
speed faming that first night when we were trying
That
to get
was
to the
so
room.
great.
That's because you guys always bitch about me talking to people in the hallways.
No, that's not why. It's because you had a big, heavy box.
Well,
And
that,
you're like,
that is also true.
Oh, okay, great. See ya. Love you. Bye. You're always my biggest fan. Fucking women for the giver. I'll see you later.
Dude, I was walking down the hallway and I was carrying a box of what can only be construed as very strong coffee.
Who was it that came up? Was it? No, it was. I can't. Fuck.
I don't even remember who it was. It's not that I don't remember this person's name, it's that I don't remember who it was, period. But somebody came up to me on Thursday as I was walking my way in, and I was just trying to get to where I was going, and I was trying to be as polite as I could, and I want to hang out with everybody. I love spending time with everybody. It's a lot of fun. But I was very destined to put this box down that was very heavy, and apparently I get accused of speed faming people now. That's a thing that happens. You're a dick.
Oh, man.
You're a dick, Huey.
It's the best day of my life.
Anyway, I'll tell you what. This is probably a pretty good place to
So real
cut
quick,
it.
one clarification.
Man,
I
it wouldn't be an episode if I tried to end it and somebody
No.
fucking
On the
cut me
mobile
off.
game challenge, I don't want us to have any issues here. So you get power-up bears, apparently, that you can use later on. It's
Yes.
kind of like the Tetris Blitz powers up. I think we're safe to say
we wanna-
zero
do we wanna
bears.
Do we want? Well, you have to always pick one. So do
Oh,
we want to
okay.
go base bear, or do we want to allow people to use the bonus? Because you do unlock the bonus bears, but the more you, like that makes it more who plays more than who plays well, I guess. So do we
Yeah.
want to just limit it to the original
base
bear?
Yeah, so
Okay.
first base bear.
OGB.
Yeah.
OGB. I like it. I just want to maintain the integrity of the mobile gaming challenge, okay?
No, it's fine. I'll wait.
I'm done.
And the one thing I did leave out is that I think Mike TV, since he's not here to speak for it, and I'm really disappointed about that. I do think he does enjoy MAGFest though, because he enjoyed himself. He was running some tournaments, and he even bought me a Ganon amiibo.
That's right, he did.
I'll tell you what, the like 5 or 6 times I walked into the game room to look for Mike to ask him something or to introduce
just
him to
having a little
somebody,
blast.
he had a smile on his face the entire time. And he only got crotchety when I introduced him as Old Man Mike, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm having a good time, but I hate all these fucking attendees." And then a bunch of people laughed at him.
Because it was probably Jeremy and Gru, right?
It was,
Yeah.
Guys, he's like a guy who has to put on he's like Leonard Nimoy. He has to put on
yeah.
like his Spock thing when everybody else.
Oh,
I
and-
hate you guys.
and whenever and in addition to the Light Gun Alley, we also did the first cross department tournament at MAGFest. We had the MAGFest Pentathlon, which went through LAN, tabletop, console.
Oh, right.
That was really cool. Dan Hill handled that with
Pentathlon.
yeah. It was pretty intense.
Pen.
We had groups of 3, teams of 3, all competing in these various things. It was pretty sweet. That should be coalescing into something more grand come MAGFest. Right hand man Dan took care of that.
I'm thinking that eventually MAGFest needs to recreate Legend of the Hidden Temple.
Oh my God, yes.
I mean, we were
You know,
or
talking
Guts.
about
Can we talk about Legend of Hidden
we were
Temple
talking
for one
about
second?
doing the escape room
And that was
too.
like the best TV show ever?
No, the show was great. Everything was perfect. Every kid
Was
that
an
participated on that fucking show was retarded.
Idiot.
Why can't they
Nobody-
assemble the silver monkey?
That's what I was going to say.
3 parts.
So
made
one
pyramid.
one part has a giant base on the bottom of it. Like I
There's-
guess
I could-
guess it's just performance. Like granted, you're a little kid. You're in a crazy temple on a TV show
Well,
with an audience there.
I couldn't
Actually, I
begin
read
to
it- I
tell
read an
you how many
article.
people tried to put
No,
like the base
remember,
on top of the head.
We knew
and look,
Steiger. Steiger said she was on that show and then said she didn't remember it at all.
maybe they drug all the kids.
Well,
I don't know.
the
here's
children.
what I read
Whoa.
an interview.
Got a little Jared Fogle going on.
Whoa.
I got dark real quick.
I read an interview that said that the kids are actually all doing this in one long marathon of shit. Like, there's no breaks. Like, we see breaks and all this stuff. All the kids are done, like, for the entire season in, like, 3 days.
Yeah, I believe that.
And you just have to fucking run. So by the time you get to the monkey, you're you're toast. You're like this kid. You're like, monkey's got feet on the fucking head. You don't know what the fuck's going on. So, like, the kids, they're yelling at these kids. There was a video game one, wasn't there? Like
That's Nick Arcade.
That
Nick
was
Arcade.
Nick Arcade.
That game was awesome.
The kids in that were fucking retarded too.
Dude, it's like, come on, jump, and the kid makes like this half-hearted, like, get the coin.
It's like, don't you know how you have to jump in a video game? Arguably, if you've seen the actual setup, it was pretty bare bones. It probably wasn't great feedback between the teams, but yeah, I was always.
They used to play
like,
games like Sonic the Hedgehog, and he would go forward like 35 feet, and then you had to collect X amount of coins, and then they would like turn
Rings.
around and go back. Or coins. Ugh, I'm tired. We played Destiny till 4 a.m. I'm fucking tired. Anyway, they would like turn around and go back all the
So
way to the
close.
beginning. I'm going to talk about Destiny every episode from now on, even when the game no longer is fucking feasible.
I mean,
to
that would
anything.
not be a change from the last 10 episodes.
No, it wouldn't. And it's not going to be a change for the next 100 episodes. It's going to get mentioned at least twice. Destiny's great. New
It is
content. Play it.
100 episodes confirmed. Adam Chase.
Yeah. 100 episodes confirmed. Anyway, before this turns into a 100 fucking minute episode, my name is Big Adam. Damn. No, it's not quite.
Yeah, let's go. What else you got?
You want to go 100 to 100 minutes?
Let's do it.
We got
We're gonna
25
marathon
more
this
minutes to
fucking
do
show.
that.
We're not doing the marathon show. My name's Big Adam.
Oh man, got shut down.
He shut
He
himself
shut his
down.
own idea down.
Hurry up, come up with something quick.
Hey Adam.
I'm Orvie.
Did you, Turtle.
What's your name?
Oh yeah, I'm Huey, I guess.
Ryan. Oh, thanks for listening.
Email us.
At
Podcast
podcast@magcast.org.
magcast.org. Thanks for listening. Catch you next time.
Mike's off the show.
He's done.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the hosts, guests, and artists featured on the show. They are not necessarily the views or opinions of MAGFest itself. Any questions, comments, or complaints can be sent to podcast@magfest.org.